Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title of this video, we will be discussing Classy K's Indian Deep Wave Hair. We are going to be talking about everything about this hair, from the lengths that I have, the closure, how much I paid, homecoming and vacation tested, and the certain products that I use for the hair. And we will be coming out this hair because, as you can see, I have it in a bun, but we'll talk about that later. I have been neglecting this hair for the past 2 days because I washed it on Friday. Today is Sunday. I just keep falling asleep on the hair. So we're going to see how the hair does after this. So let's jump right into it. I purchased the hair during the end of September. I think it was September 30th because I think, yeah, that's when I got paid. And I paid $277 for the hair. I live in Atlanta, so I actually went to the shop. And they had like a September special going on. But like 2 days later, I didn't know her anniversary, 2-year anniversary came in October. So they had like a way better deal. I was low-key salty about it, but I'm like, whatever. I can't do anything about it now. The hair was already almost damn near stalled because this is the unit. I made it into a wig. So I got an 18-inch closure, 20, 22, and 24, and in total that was $277. Now, moving on, like I said, I made this into a wig unit because I'm natural and I don't like sew-ins, all that extra stuff. I just rather make it into a wig. So the first test of the hair was homecoming. Now, when I first put the hair in, it was like my closure was kind of like my biggest complaint of the hair overall. My closure was a little bit more poofier than the deep wave, than the regular hair. And I'll post a picture. I'll put a picture right here so you all can see when it, like, literally right after I installed the hair. And it was really cute. But like a few days, probably like a day or two after, my closure was just a little bit too poofy. So I'm trying to maneuver it, trying to figure out just different ways, what products to use that's going to make it, blend in with the rest of my hair. So the closure was the biggest issue overall of the hair. So that's going to affect the rating that I give the hair. But I think it did well. Homecoming is just one of those big messes. Like, you just cute and just hot and sweaty anyway. So I really didn't mind the type of look that I did have homecoming. But I got compliments on my hair during homecoming. It was cool. So the next test I put my hair through was going on vacation. Now, we went to the Bahamas. So, of course, this is sea salt water. I don't know why I think I was just so cute not to get wet. But my hair got wet. It was just really dry. And I feel like any hair would get dry if you're getting in sea salt water, because that's harsh water for you, period. So the hair did get a little dry, so I just washed it out. It had sand in it and everything, but after I washed it out, it did do okay. But I know it needs to be like deep conditioned, washed, and everything when I got home. And the one issue that I did run into, and just to be mindful for if you're taking this here on vacation, was you can't do too much like while after it's wet and you're trying to move and do all this extra stuff. So let me explain. So after coming from the beach, I had to immediately wash my hair. I washed everything out. But we're also hanging out on the boat. We're doing all this extra stuff. So your hair is still wet and it's still moving. I really just feel like you need time for this hair to kind of sit and dry. So not do too much. If you can see what I'm saying, not doing too much while it's drying. And the one issue that I did run into on the boat, it got matted in the back. And I was having a hard time, kind of getting it out. I don't know if it was coming from like the salt water and rinsing it out and me just moving around, but it did get matted and I had like 2 clumps of hair. So I think that was probably the only issue I did have. But I think I've heard, this is my first time having deep curly hair, by the way. But my friends have told me, it gets matted back there. You have to make sure you comb it and detangle it and everything. Just keep that area right there, that nape area, comb really well, or it will get matted. So after that, when I came home on Monday. I don't know why I didn't wash my hair. I was just tired. I washed my hair Friday. And the products, I don't have the card that they gave me, but I am going to post a picture, put a picture, because I know they tell you which products to use. I don't know where that card is that came with the hair, but they said use Shea Moisture products. So these are the products that I use to wash my hair and deep condition, and they are the Coconut and Hibiscus Curl and Shine shampoo, conditioner, and the smoothie. Now, after I wash my hair, back again to what I said about the closure. The closure is just not a, I don't know what's going on with the closure. The texture just does not feel the same as the rest of the hair, honestly. But it's an okay closure. It just does not feel the same. I don't know what it is. I just really, it has to be wet for me. Of course, it has to be wet for you to comb through it, but it just had to be wet and moisturized very well for me to actually maneuver through it, because your closure is one of them things that's going to mess up before the regular hair, because, I mean, it's a closure. So I have to be really careful when I'm washing it. So this is washed and conditioned and curled hair. I braided it Friday night, and I woke up Saturday. I had an appointment, but other than that, it's been like this for probably about a day and a half. So yeah, the closure is going to affect the score of the hair. I'm sorry. But it's good hair though. Honestly, for $277, I'm going to give my overall rating of the hair. I give it a 7.5. Maybe a 7.8. It's good hair for the price that you are paying for it. If I would have paid any more than $277, we would have had a real deal issue. But I think it's decent hair for the price that you're getting. But I also would like for, you know, them to kind of maybe talk about this closure a little bit. But I don't know, honey. So right now I'm going to show you all how I comb out my hair, how I make it curly, how I bring it back to life. And you are going to watch the transformation from this, it's kind of wet and wavy, into how it feels when it dry. So I'm actually going to do all of this on camera, wait a couple hours, then come back and show you the final result of the hair, like after it's kind of like dry and everything. I'm just going to chill around the house for a couple hours, and then you all will see how the hair looks at the end. So just keep on watching, guys. So as you can see, I'm sectioning off my hair. I like to section my hair in 2 parts and then divide it again in 2 parts. And if you didn't know, you are always supposed to detangle your hair from the bottom and work your way up. You never start from the top and go down, because you're just going to cause more knots. And I'm just taking that brush all the way through my hair just to make sure I'm getting out any detangling from the previous 2 days from having my hair in that ponytail. So next we're going to take our water bottle, and we want to wet our entire head with that water. You always want to make sure you're getting every single piece of that hair wet, because if it doesn't, half of it's going to be dry, the other half is going to be wet, and it's just not going to make for a good look of the hair. So make sure you get every single part of the hair wet. And I also like to scrunch my hair up when I'm doing it. That's just bringing the curls back. And I'm just going through also with my dimming brush to bring those curls back as well. Now we're going to go on with our mousse, and I'm just going to put a lot of mousse on my hair. I love the way Lotta Body works on this hair. It just looks really well when it's dry. Right here you can see the difference in the hair when it's curly and wet, and when it's just nappy and uncombed or undetangled. So we are going to repeat the same steps on the other side, and then we'll be almost finished. Now I'm just going back with my dimming brush and I'm detangling the whole head through. I just want to make sure all that water is getting all the way over the head. And this brush works well for curly hair, so it does wonders for this hair. And I'm just taking it, just brushing it through, just making sure everything is wet and in place. Next, it's time to lay my edges. Y'all, I've had this wig on for probably about a month now, so of course you can see the new growth coming in. So I use even edge control, works well for my hair, and it actually looks well with the unit that I have on right now. So I always make sure I just lay my edges, and I'm planning on taking this out soon, but right now we're just gonna keep my little edges on down and we're just gonna keep it moving. This is the hair when it's wet and the length it is. Just take your scarf, wrap it on up, and then we'll be done soon. Alright guys, so we're back, and it's been about, I want to say about between 3 to 4 hours. I can't remember. And my hair has dried, as you can see, and note that I'm 5'7", excuse my boots. And it comes around the same, like right under my boobs. Once again, this is, the hair itself is 20, 22, 24, and my closure is 18. And that's where it stops. It kind of stops like a little above my little bootay. So yeah, it's been a couple hours, and this is my first time actually seeing it like at its dry state since I washed it, and I actually like it. So I might have to boost that little score from a 7.5 to an 8. So let's come together and do our final thoughts and our final reviews. So one thing I did forget to mention was shedding. I didn't have a lot of shedding besides that the one time on the cruise when it did get mad in the back, but I think that was because of other reasons, the swimming and everything, and me moving around so much, it didn't really get a chance to dry. So that was one thing I did leave out. And of course, I want to give the final score and review. So I want to give them an 8. I'm coming from a 7.5 to an 8. And the reason I'm giving them an 8 is because this is my first time having Indian deep curly hair. So I really don't have anything else to go by besides the fact that I've seen and felt my friend's hair, and I have felt their hair, and it's been probably a little bit smoother, just like being able to maneuver my hair through it, maneuver my fingers through it. But overall, it's decent hair, and it's some good hair. Like, it's not anything that I would be really like not want to tell anybody not to go get. So I highly would recommend you getting this hair if you're looking for some curly hair at a reasonable. I would highly recommend this hair if you're looking for curly hair at a reasonable price. That's the good pinpoint about it, because when I was researching getting curly hair out of my tax bracket, y'all, I really just didn't have the money to blow like that. But I mean, it was my birthday and homecoming, so this was a decent price. $277 is not bad for the lengths that I did get. Let's get into this closure, honey. Yes, I did that. I need to bring my wig down a little, but it's cool because I'm still fine. It still looks good. So overall, this hair gets an 8. So shout out to Klassy K. This was not a paid advertisement. I did this on my own. I'm not on that level yet, but we're going to get there one day. Okay. So go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to put Klassy K's information in the information box under this video. Once again, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications. I put all my information at the bottom as well. I post pictures afterwards too, so you all can see how my hair looked when I was on vacation, honey. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe again, guys. I love you all. Thanks for watching. Bye.